Okay, so actually, Bacho, what we were talking about in last class was chemical properties of benzene. We talk about halogenation like bromination and chlorination. We substituted chlorine and bromine over there, and after that alkylation and acylation. We substituted alkyl groups and acyl groups on benzene. Now we have the chemical property number 5 of benzene, and which is known as nitration. The mechanism is still same, but the thing which is going to change is the formation of electrophile. How can we form nitro electrophile? ठीक है ना, उसको बनाने का जो आपके पास process है, is something different. So what we need to do is, first of all, we just need to take nitric acid, right? This nitric acid is going to break down, right, and from what? NO2 plus and hydroxide negative, right? This is actually what right now it is acting as a base, right? So it is acting up as a base. It is providing its H ion, right? And this hydroxide, which is formed right now, it is going to react with sulfuric acid. Right now, this is like neutralization reaction, and over here, this will happen, right? Water molecule form, right? This water molecule which is formed over here is again react with sulfuric acid, and this is one of the thing you can say that dissociation equation happen over here, right? HCl4 again forms and one hydronium ion forms. Right now, these all equations are not necessary for you, but I am just going to show you the mechanism, what's going on inside. What's the equation which is very important for you is the equation for the formation. So this is not important. The important is the one which is I am writing right now, which is the overall equation over here. What is going to happen over here? You can see this hydroxide, which is one of the intermediate, will be cut by this hydroxide, and the reactant that we have right now is only nitric acid and sulfuric acid. So you just need to keep remember, one nitric acid react with 2 sulfuric acids, and the thing which is going to form is 1 hydronium ion, 2 hydrogen sulfate ions, and 1 NO2 plus ion. This is what you need to remember. This overall equation you need to keep remember. वो mechanism ऊपर मैंने सिर्फ आपको समझाने के लिए दिखाया है कि चल क्या रहा है वहाँ पर. Actually, we are using what? We are using a mixture of concentrated nitric acid and sulfuric acid for the nitration of benzene. If you want कि आपके पास benzene है, इस benzene के ऊपर if you want to put nitro functional group, आप चाहते हैं कि इस benzene ring के ऊपर NO2 लग जाए, NO2, ठीक है ना? If you want to put this, so इसके लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? इसके लिए हमें लेना पड़ेगा concentrated HNO3 along with concentrated sulfuric acid. ये दो चीजें हमें चाहिए ही चाहिए इधर, और साथ साथ we need to heat this till 50 to 55 degree centigrade temperature. जब हम इसको करेंगे, then this reaction will happen, right? So I just want to show you कि ये nitro functional group बना कैसे. This nitro functional group which is going to attached with benzene ring, ये बना कैसे? इसको बनाने के लिए आपने यूज किया concentrated nitric acid और concentrated sulfuric acid. So initially nitric acid जो है आपके पास as a base काम कर रहा है because it is donating its H positive ion right now. In fact, it is not base, it is acid, but right now we have sulfuric acid and nitric acid both together. So in the presence of sulfuric acid, it is working as a base. So it is providing us its H positive ion, and that hydroxide which is going to form is going to react with sulfuric acid, and this is like a neutralization reaction, acid and base. Then you will have one of the salt and water. The water which is formed is going to dissociate sulfuric acid and form again HCl4 and hydronium ion. So this is the overall equation which is going to be formed. I told you that the mechanism is not important for you, it's just for your understanding. काम की चीज जो है वो इक्वेशन है, तो आसान अल्फाजों में अगर ये कहा जाए तो आप कह सकते हैं कि ये इक्वेशन याद कर लें. दिस इज द इक्वेशन फॉर द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोफाइल, नाइट्रो इलेक्ट्रोफाइल, दैट्स ऑल. अगर आपसे कोई पूछे इक्वेशन बताएं जिससे आप नाइट्रो इलेक्ट्रोफाइल बना रहे हो, तो आपने डायरेक्ट इक्वेशन लिख देनी है, मैकेनिज्म आपसे नहीं पूछा जाएगा, ठीक है. एंड दिस इज द कंडीशन, यू कैन सी ओवर हियर एंड द रिएजेंट्स ओवर हियर. These are actually what? Reagents, right? For this reaction. And this is what? Condition for this reaction. And we know that it is electrophilic substitution. ठीक है ना? तो यहाँ पर आपके पास सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड एज एन एसिड काम कर रहा है और जबकि HNO3 आपके पास एज अ बेस काम कर रहा है बिकॉज इट इज losing its H positive ion. ठीक है ना? Now the next thing which is going to happen over there, it's simple. Once you form electrophile, it is going to move towards benzene ring. ठीक है ना? Formation हो गई आपके पास, अब substitution होगी. So we know that, for example, if you are going to write the mechanism, so it is benzene ring. When it's find nitro electrophile near it, so the benzene ring attacked on this nitro group, and we will see this that nitro and hydrogen will found on the single carbon, right? Like this, NO2 and hydrogen, and the ring from here breaks, right? और फिर घूमते घामते आखिर में क्या होने वाला है, ये हाइड्रोजन वापस टूट जाएगा और बॉन्ड बंद हो जाएगा, and we will have what? बेंजीन रिंग along with NO2 और ये हाइड्रोजन निकल जाएगा. ठीक है बच्चों? जब ये हाइड्रोजन निकलेगा सो डेफिनेटली आपके पास जो है ये जो हाइड्रोजन निकल रहा है ये जाके वापस से आपके पास क्या हो जाएगा? पानी बना लेगा, यानी कि हाइड्रोक्साइड जो होगा उससे रिएक्शन करके ये पानी बना लेगा. ठीक है ना? फॉर सपोज आपके पास हाइड्रोजन हाइड्रोक्साइड के साथ मिलेगा और आपके पास क्या बना लेगा? वाटर बना लेगा. दिस विल बी द प्रोडक्ट और यू कैन से दैट this will be the byproduct. यहाँ पर किसी तरह का आपको रिकवरी नहीं करना है कैटलिस्ट का, because we don't have a catalyst right now. Just need to show the mechanism for the substitution of nitro group over here and nothing else, right? The main thing over here is mechanism and the formation of what? Electrophile equation, right? Formation of electrophile. Am I clear, every one of you?
Yes, sir.
Anything which is going to disturb you over here? Everything clear? Simple, I think. This is the nitration of benzene. This is one of the chemical property of benzene, right? If you want to substitute NO2 functional group on benzene, so you must need to know this, that we must have concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid along with 50 to 55 degrees Celsius temperature, right? And this will substitute NO2 functional group on benzene ring along with the water molecule to form, right? The mechanism is still remains same as we were doing in the last few reactions. The mechanism is still same. Is that clear, bacho?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we have one more chemical property of a benzene that you need to keep remember is actually reduction of benzene. This is one more chemical property of benzene, which is actually reduction of benzene. It's quite simple reaction as we were talking about in alkenes previously in AS level. This is the same thing, right? If you are going to react benzene ring with hydrogen, right? And we know that right now we have 3 alternate double bonds over there inside the ring. So we must have 3 hydrogen molecules to completely saturate this. Right, and we must have what? Nickel catalyst for this. We know that hydrogenation of alkene wants nickel catalyst along with 200 degrees centigrade. We need to do this with the same process, and what you will find in the end, you will see that all the bonds broken down and benzene is now converted into cyclohexane. All right, bacho?
Yes, sir.
So these are the chemical reactions of benzenes that you need to keep remember, right? So let's see कि आपको क्या याद रखना है. So the reactions that you need to keep remember is actually we have 6 reactions that we need to keep remember. So if I draw this revision map for benzene, it will be like, for suppose I have benzene ring inside in the center, right? If you want to substitute chlorine over there, so you must need to use AlCl3, right? You need to heat over there as well. So you will find that chlorine will be going to substitute on the ring along with HCl, right? If you want to do what? If you want to substitute what? bromine over there. So you need to use AlBr3 along with heating. You will find that the bromine will substitute over there and HBr will form, right? And we know that if you want to substitute what? CH3 or any radical, so we must need to use this, right? Along with AlCl3. And over here, we need to use what? Along with chlorine gas. And over here, along with bromine gas, right? You will find what? You will find that you will have CH3 functional group, which is going to substitute over there, right? Along with HCl to form. And if you want to substitute any acyl functional group over there, so we must need to use that. For suppose right now, this is one of the acyl group along with AlCl3. So you will find that a benzene ring will have acyl functional group along with HCl. And now two chemical properties that we learned in today's class is if you want to substitute NO2 on the benzene ring along with water molecule. So for this, we must need to have what? Concentrated sulfuric acid along with concentrated nitric acid, and the temperature should be 50 to 55 degrees Celsius, right? And one more thing is if you want to react with hydrogen along with nickel catalyst in the 200 degrees centigrade temperature, so you will find cyclohexane will form. Is that clear, everyone? This is what? This is the revision map for benzene reaction. So we actually have 6 reactions for benzene, and these are the reactions that you need to keep remember.
Yes, sir.
Yes, everyone. Any problem?
No, sir.
Chale, let's move towards then to the next arene that we need to discuss is methyl benzene. Now we know that if we want to form benzene into methyl benzene, what we need to do? For suppose I have benzene, I just want to convert this benzene into methyl benzene. So what we need to do? This is what new that we need to talk about, methyl benzene. So what we need to do, we know that we should have methyl chloride along with AlCl3. So it will form what? Methyl benzene, right? So our new thing is what we need to talk about is methyl benzene. This is our new arene that we need to discuss in next, right, Vacho?
Yes, sir.